Have you ever followed a protocol when your inner voice said, no? Protocols are like a job description that lead you through task management. On the other hand, we all have that inner voice, that inner divine winner voice that leads through personal management. In my training as a pharmacist, protocols are king. You have to know the protocol and then follow it using your professional judgment. And each situation is different. How would you respond to the protocol challenges of time, pressure, and people pleasing? Let's take a look. One time I was working the night shift at a very busy pharmacy in a distant location. I was filling prescriptions from 10 at night until 8 the following morning. My first night was exemplary. My second night was not, because it was midnight. I woke up and remembered that my night shift just started several hours ago. Why the heck didn't they call me when they saw I was late? Then I remembered I'd unplugged the phone. What do you do when you're late and miss protocol expectations? I rushed myself in there. I still had a job, but my duties were tedious. I stayed on task, no shortcuts. Not long afterwards, a tall, blonde gentleman came into the store and began waiting in line. He reminded me of Brad Pitt, clean-cut, dapper, in his camel-colored leisure suit. I began reacting to him, but reminded myself, stay professional, follow the protocol. As new people came to wait in line, I noticed that he drifted over to the cushy lounge area to relax and wait. It was at least another 30 or 40 minutes before everyone else was gone, and I had a chance to ask, how may I help you? As he came over to the counter, he looked even more amazing. Not one freckle. The guy was freckless. Again, stay professional, follow the protocol. As he leaned over the counter, getting even closer, he looked into the pharmacy well beyond myself and began to smile. I'll never forget that smile. Then he said, "I've a gun in my pocket. I want all your narcotics. Now hurry up." What? That's not what I expected. My narcotics? How is that going to work? Have you ever been forced to do something and pressured to do something you did not want to do? Then out of the clear blue, I said, I have no idea how I should do the paperwork on that. Let me page the manager for direction. No, don't do that. I wasn't going to give him my narcotics, so I just ignored him. "Manager, please call pharmacy." He kept begging me to stop. Why the heck didn't she answer when I paged her again? Then I remembered I'll dial her direct. He kept pleading with me. Finally, the manager answered my call, and as I diligently described the details of my dilemma, I looked up and poof, he just disappeared. Now the manager was really upset. I had upset her cash counting session for nothing. Question: have you ever caused a case of protocolitis? Inflammatory anger because protocols are more important than people. As she came to the pharmacy, she concluded I had fabricated the entire fiasco because now there was no one there. Fortunately, his conversation was captured on camera. Whew. Then another manager came and told both of us what had been going on. For the past several weeks, there had been 2 major drug robberies. One, the last week of June, then the last week of July. Currently, it was the last week of August, and the police had been called in for the 3rd time to investigate. I was later reprimanded for not following company protocol, which was to simply give him all the narcotics and avoid the risk of getting shot. I wasn't aware of that. However, I was glad that I did exactly what I had done. It's as though my response came from a place outside of myself. It was a GTO moment. You know, GTO when God takes over GTO. I could have never pre-planned it better. Each of my struggles with time, the pressure of that gun in his pocket, and people-pleasing resulted in a dilemma for me. However, when I heard that inner voice, it erased all feelings of fear and instead gave me the power of peace. That peace is available for you too, just in case you ever find yourself up against one of life's challenging protocols.